What's up guys, it's Ben from Theme Park Groupie, and today we're going to talk about possible Halloween Horror Nights rumors and relive last year's vlog. So today was supposed to be opening night for Halloween Horror Nights year 30. It's very disappointing. I go every year. It was really sad news to hear, but I totally understand, and they really want to make a big year for Halloween Horror Nights 30, so they push it off to 2021. So since we aren't able to participate in Halloween Horror Nights this year, figured for what was supposed to be opening night, we can still try to enjoy some Halloween Horror Nights content from a vlog from last year. But before we get to that, I want to share some rumors with you guys. Since it is a rumor, you want to take it with a grain of salt because we don't have anything officially announced by Universal just yet. It's possible we might hear something about this by this weekend coming up. Universal had just contacted some Universal Orlando team members that had auditioned for scare acting and said, hey, we need you to come in for a special project. And people started asking around and trying to figure out what's going on. It is rumored for the daytime guests at Universal Studios may open 5 Halloween Horror Nights for the daytime guests instead of doing the Halloween Horror Nights as a whole. Scare acting, different stuff. There's not a whole lot of social distancing going on, so they're probably gonna have to do some precautions. Glass, plastic in between the scare actors and you, different stuff. So it is rumored, but man am I excited for this possible news. Try not to get my hopes up because nothing officially announced, but it's looking pretty good. Now, regardless of what happens this year, we can still relive last year and years past. I had a blast last year, so I wanted to share this vlog with you guys one more time so we can relive it together. For those that weren't subscribed by then, and for those that just didn't catch it last year, here's our vlog from Halloween Horror Nights 29. I'm at Moe's now at the Simpsons. Wanted to wait for it to get dark to be able to start doing my vlogging. I've already done 5 houses and I'm going to do the rest, hopefully the rest of them by the end of the night. So far I waited in line and did Ghostbusters. First thing, went straight to Ghostbusters. That was an awesome house because it was Ghostbusters. It's very short and it wasn't very scary. So it was pretty much just the theming, which I absolutely love, but a lot of people don't really care. Especially if you're not into Ghostbusters, you're not gonna really care. Then went to Yeti. Yeti house was super scary. It was freezing in there because it's Yeti, so obviously they have the AC cranked up, and I loved it. It is early September and I'm drenched just by being here for 5 minutes because it's still hot in Florida. And then we did Graveyard Games. This one was very unique and I love the concept of it. All these teenagers go into the graveyard messing around and then obviously stuff goes down. It was very modern because all the kids have cell phones, an awesome house, and very scary because it's original, so it was one of the scariest ones. Then we went to Universal's Monsters. This was such an awesome house, very, very scary, and I love the theming also because it's all the classic monsters and vampire and Frankenstein. And just now we just finished the Nightingale. This one is a Roman time. In my own opinion, it was scary and it had a lot of jump scares and some very specific things that go down that is very scary. But I felt like in some aspects got a little bit lazy with repetitiveness. I'm not gonna give away any spoilers, but the repetitiveness kind of made the house not seem that great, to be honest. But it was a very scary house and it had some aspects of it that was very, very scary and very unique, and I did like that part of it, but it wasn't one of my favorites. So like I said, I'm here eating dinner now. It is 9 o'clock, sun just settled about 30-40 minutes ago, so now I feel like I can get some good stuff and show you guys what's going on out on the scare zone. walk through Vikings right now, scare zone. Sounds painful. So I am sitting in the Zombieland double tap scare zone, just people watching. I love coming to scare zones and just watching people get freaked out of their minds, especially because they just don't realize that people are standing like straight up right next to them. Seriously, so hilarious to watch some of these people just get freaked out of their minds. Me personally, I come so much that it doesn't affect me very much anymore, but it's so much fun to be able to watch other people get affected by it because they're just freaking out and screaming, and it's hilarious. I just finished the Marathon of Mayhem. This is the Lagoon show that they have projecting the old movies and shows and stuff that they have houses for here at Halloween Horror Nights. There's several of the houses that were featured on there. I absolutely love this Lagoon show. Just the regular day-to-day Universal one I love, and to be able to have an additional one for Halloween Horror Nights, this was one of the highlights of the night for me. It was awesome. If you come to Halloween Horror Nights, you have to check out the Lagoon show. Even if you're last minute, anywhere is a good spot, and it's only about a 10-15 minute show, so you guys have to make the attempt to do it. I haven't done Academy of Villains yet. I don't know if I will. It doesn't really interest me, to be honest, but that show, having that additionally, it made it for me. So I am now going to Depths of Fear. I am excited about this house. I wish you guys could have seen that. He was like dancing all the way around with this chainsaw. I'm on my way to Depths of Fear right now. Supposedly the scariest house. Supposedly only a couple people have actually been able to do it. What's one cool thing about Halloween Horror Nights, if you guys don't know about it, these houses are on the property, but obviously these rides and buildings are already taken up. So it's really cool to see what's going on behind the buildings and all that stuff. It's actually really cool. Just got out of Depths of Fear. This house was great. The entire aspect of the house was really cool. Some of the costumes were kind of like, okay. The design in this place was awesome. Like really like eye-opening design team. Good job on this one. So one cool thing about coming to the parks during Halloween Horror Nights, even if you aren't crazy about the houses, all the rides are pretty much walk-on. Alright, so I just got out of House of 1,000 Corpses. The design on this house was phenomenal. I have never seen the movie, so I have nothing to compare it to. For those that have seen the movie, I'm sure it'd be awesome to compare the two together because the design was amazing on there. Scare factor was pretty good. It was about a 6 out of a 10, maybe a 7. There's several jump scares that got me. So I'm about to go on the Stranger Things house. I'm very excited for this. I don't know why, but last year people weren't too crazy about the Stranger Things house. It was season 1. I liked it a lot. Theming is very important for me and not other people, so I guess I understand. They prefer the scares. I love the scares, but I probably prefer theming. So yeah, because July 4th, season 3 came out, and I binged the whole season the very first day. I'm a big fan, and it's supposed to be season 2, season 3, so I'm very excited to see what they have in store for this Stranger Things house, and I'm ready for it. Alright guys, I just got out of the Stranger Things house, season 2, season 3. I'm telling you, I have a new favorite all-time Halloween Horror Nights house, Stranger Things season 2/3. Oh my goodness, theming, scares. Oh, the last room was phenomenal. Seriously, the best house I've ever seen at a Halloween Horror Nights. I thought Ghostbusters was gonna have it for me for the night. Nope. Stranger Things, very shocking. I knew I was gonna love it. But my goodness, this was the best house ever. Second to last house of the night. Jordan Peele's Us. Wasn't crazy about the movie. It was kind of weird. Left a lot of unanswered questions, but I think it's gonna make for a pretty cool house. We'll just have to see. Man, I came in with a completely different expectation than what I'm leaving with. Us house, my goodness, the actors, the set design, the scare level, high end. This was one of the best houses here. I think it just pushed Ghostbusters down to number 3. I just got out of Killer Clowns from Outer Space. This was an okay house. I've never seen the movie, and I'm not really a big fan of like the look and the costumes. So I went in not really expecting much. But it had a couple scares, and it was pretty funny. I mean, it was okay. Definitely not in the top. It was probably pretty far down on the list. Shouldn't have left that one for last. I knew I wasn't going to be crazy about it, but I did get to get one last Ghostbusters run before the end of the night. Still think it falls about number 3. So here's my order. Stranger Things, number 1. Number 2, Us. Ghostbusters, Yeti, Universal Monsters, Graveyard Games, Depths of Fear, House of a Thousand Corpses, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and Nightingale Blood Pit. Wasn't crazy about that one. Like I said, it had some repeats that I felt it was kind of a lazy house. Wasn't the greatest. It had a couple scares, but it was not great. Stranger Things knocked it out of the park for me. Yes, by the end of Halloween Horror Nights 29, my opinion changed quite a bit because different nights you go, you get different actors, different people. Toward the end, they're more used to it and they're better at the scares in the certain houses. So my list changed quite a bit, but let us know in the comments what your favorite house from last year was or from years past. If you guys did like this video, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Team Park Groupie.